it could be far more on an interactive basis, and I thought that let me also, when I am speaking with the learned audience who has a white, grey, black, not so say colored, but experienced intellectual opinion makers in the rural sector. So I have thought of also doing one simple exercise, how we should be designing the solution for upliftment of a rural community and also benefiting to the society. So that's what I have discussed with Dr. Narkani, that when we are going to have such a big opinion makers, so their contribution towards society can also be harmonized, and let's have a 30-40 opinion makers are there, then we can really have a churning brainstorming. So to bring this something which is out of a manthan, so that's what I have thought. So this is going to be a small sequence of my talk. Community related research and innovation for advancement in rural society. So while doing this, I have thought of showing you one of the picture which I have captured yesterday while landing from Allahabad to Delhi, and this is the situation of Delhi. So before landing you can see a blue sky and the smog. And this is where the society is facing. Entire North Indian belt is a similar situation, where the half of the community is staying, and starting from either Punjab or going through the Bihar as well. And majority of the community in Indian map are having a red color as far as pollution is concerned, and majority of city and the rural sector as well are facing the consequences. So this is what the real time scenario, what is happening, and how many people are active on this, and what kind of a solutions need to be designed. It's really a brainstorming topic, and we need to really churn our brains and design the solution some way or other way. But while designing the solution, the skill development which we are focusing is a beginning. So that's the education, that's the experience which we are giving to the community. But what exactly the outcome? That's an input thing which we are giving. Have you ever thought that what exactly the outcome which we are expecting? What should be the outcome, and what should be the process of getting this outcome? So I thought that and I was listening since morning also. The excellent brainstorming, my previous speaker has also rightly set a platform, and that has really given me the opportunity to justify my talk. The skill set we have discussed, the kind of inputs and the various initiatives which Maharashtra Knowledge Organization is taking up. Now let's think about the outcome. What exactly the outcome there? What should be our objective, and how we should be designing this? Unless we rightly set the objective, rightly set the platform, and give the enough opportunities, we are not going to get the outcome. And this has been a matter of debate since so many years. So for rural upliftment, everybody wants to do something or the other. But what exactly the process which is to be followed, and what exactly the expectation is, and how we are delivering this? That's the kind of a discussion which now onwards I feel that that's the pace which we have to set for our brainstorming, and how the government, the non-government, without the government, non-government means without the government, the initiatives can be taken up, and collectively government and non-government can achieve the end goal. So that should be the pace, I believe. That's my personal opinion. I don't claim that's the general opinion, but yes, we need to build the momentum, and our momentum, and how and what exactly which we are going to achieve collectively, and what should be our end goal. That's the matter of a discussion today. For anything which we want to do, this 4 steps which I have mentioned need to be ensured. The ideation. Of course, skilling part we have already imparted, we have discussed the kind of a plug-in mechanisms which are there, the kind of a challenges also we know. But after that what? For each this kind of a challenges we need to ideate, we need to design the solution, we need to address these challenges through technology, through research. And that's the moment, whether it's a rural, urban or any kind of a societal challenges. Ultimately, science, technology or humanities need to get involved in addressing those challenges. Then we are setting the right kind of a objective for us. So ideation is, that's why, a pioneering thing. Then the development work, development of a real time solutions, which is a workable thing. And how we are going to do, that's, I'm going to have a discussion on that. The development path, then deployment of this innovation, and deployment for what? For transformation of the society. So this is what the theme I have thought that, let me put it forward. And Atal Innovation Mission is doing this particular thing, without spending much time on what Atal Innovation Mission is doing. But across the entire innovation value chain, we have one or the other program which is influencing the innovation cycle and encompassing the complete solution which is possible in innovation and research, and which can transform the society. And the third phase of our implementation is on Atal Community Innovation Centre. Briefly at the end, I would like to also make what exactly is going to happen in this particular program. But before we begin, so I have thought that these are the 7 priorities which India is also addressing, and all across the globe, each country is getting monitored on this through Global Innovation Index. So left side is the input parameters, right side is the output parameters which is getting monitored. So clearly 5 input parameters and 2 output parameters. So without going into too much of a detail, there is gross disconnect. It should be equal, 5-5. So input and output. So here those who are having a little experience on something called a manufacturing, the input is 5 parameters, output is 2. So how we can balance this? Yes, whether it's a institutional framework, whether it's a human capital, research, infrastructure, market sophistication and business sophistication. Market, I mean all inclusive, urban, rural, any kind of a market, and the business sophistication, each business need to have a return on investment, whether it is getting it done on urban, rural or ensuring their self-sustainability. Neither government, neither NGO has too much of a fund to pump in and spending infinite time. No. Nobody has that much liberty. At particular end, whether it's an NGO initiative, whether it's an independent initiative, it should have a self-sustainability. And self-sustainability need to achieve whatever the revenue which is getting generated can also be further supporting that own initiative to run this entire momentum in a forward direction. So this is what we need to have, and the kind of a knowledge and technology output which is happening and the creative output, these 2 things. But the most important thing which is missing, where the innovation is getting utilized, how much the innovation benefiting to the society, and what kind of challenges are which is getting addressed. Nobody is thinking about this. So this is something, that's why I have told that this is gross imbalance in entire ecosystem, right from the global monitoring index, which is universally accepted all across the United Nations. So unless we address all those initiatives towards addressing the challenges, nobody is going to come from any other country or any other funding agency to address our challenges. We are living in this world, we are living in this Bharat, we are living in this community. We have to address our own challenges through whatever the resource plugging mechanism which we have. And that's why I thought that let's have a brainstorming on this. See, serving the community through innovation and technology driven solution needs this kind of a plugin which we already have. But we need to act smartly towards utilizing these plugins. So empowering community to ideate and bring the change. So many rural innovations which are happening, which are addressing certain level of challenges. But they are not a sustainable models. So what exactly is the challenges? Why they are not sustainable model? Nobody is thinking on those direction. Few attempts might have been happening. I don't claim that nobody is doing nothing. People are doing, but that might be something on isolation. There might be on addressing those challenges without properly identifying the need, or certain advancement has already happened before that solution came to the market. So we need to be too much thinking about the dynamic development which is happening. The development and design cannot be identified in isolation. So hand in hand we have to work with the technological advancement which are happening all across the world, and end goal should be transforming the scale up idea into the market ready product and services. So market ready product and services is the end objective. Whatever the resources, we are deploying the resources and churning the entire idea and development. Unless this is resulting into the sellable good, we are not, whether it's a urban or a rural society, we are not going to see the life of such kind of a product or services. So yes, and regenerate the inherent innovation culture. The culture needs to be built. See, if one community is facing the problem, how the culture can be built around. In rural also, we have discussed about the agri challenges in previous brainstorming. See, today's fact we need to put it on table. Farmer's son or a daughter do not want to go for the farming. Why? They are ready to do the job of a somewhere security person or something like that. Or if they are better educated, they will go for the 20,000-30,000 per month salary job, but they won't do the farming. Why this challenge? This is a big challenge, societal challenge. How we are going to address? Because see, for cricket, the brand ambassador is there. For film industry, the brand ambassador is. Even for selling the, right from the daily we wake up, toothpaste to the person who is going to die and post-funeral thing, that is getting marketed in the world. But for the local needs, nobody is thinking about branding them. And such kind of a lucrative, outcome-driven solutions are not properly handled, I would say. So it's a right time for all of us to brainstorm on this, so that it can, and big ideas start from the small. So from somewhere we need to start from the small, and such small solution will have a big impact again. So always we have to think about big revolution, but need to start from the small idea and small solution, and then we can see the impact. And making India world's a technology leader in 21st century. See, Dr. Kalam has said that we are going to be the knowledge superpower in 21st century. How? So each individual has to make an attempt. What attempt which we can make it? When I deliver a talk to the IIT students, see, in an entire lifespan, if IIT student, which is a premium education institute in country, if they are not designing one such solution which is being utilized by the community, then what exactly is the goal which he has achieved in a life? See, country is expecting one such solution from him, and country has spent enough of her resources to make him a best engineer ever. So that's the, and of course the same thing is for the medicine doctors. They might be serving to the community, but what exactly that intellect has been utilized in addressing the healthcare challenges or technology-driven challenges in case of IITM? So I give them a challenge. At least design one solution. It's worth of an outcome which government has made as an input in your studies. And that's the goal one IIT student should be having. So similarly, many learned professional peoples are there in this room. At least one such solution we need to design, we need to offer and give it as an open innovation. So anybody can utilize it. And that should be the goal for each community, and offering an opportunity for everyone to ideate and innovate. And then definitely design challenges to get the impactful solution. So challenges or problems we need to understand. 80% of our energy should be spent on understanding the right kind of a challenge, right kind of a root cause, and the issue which is paining to the community. And then 20% of the intellectual power, technology or scientific advancement will be required to address those challenges and nurture the researcher innovator. Everybody cannot be the same level of a research oriented mindset, but those who have this mindset, it's our duty to nurture them, our duty to provide enough of the infrastructure and design thinking process need to school to the creativity. And what exactly the traditional knowledge, why designing is important. See, India is good at a jugaad innovation. Nobody can beat us, the kind of a jugaad which we are creating. But jugaad is jugaad because it doesn't involve the innovative thought process. It doesn't have a scientific approach towards designing it as a commercially sellable good. If we are going to address the issues and we are getting the solution through jugaad, then why can't we address this particular designing approach with a scientific way of innovating a commercially sellable good? And so many things are happening in India, and the people have really applied the design and the innovation cycle towards addressing those challenges, have gained out of it, whether it's a solution to climb the coconut tree or not. So simple designing, this was at one point in time it was a jugaad. Then the engineering got involved, then the design thinking got involved, and those churning has come out as a commercially sellable solution. And that's the excellent example. By just switching on, person sitting on the chair will get climbed towards the top of the coconut tree, will cut the coconuts and pushing it down, the person will come down. And all the safety norms are maintained into this solution, which was not there in case of a jugaad. He was just climbing with two rods, and so much of a challenges with respect to safety. But now by sitting on chair, tightening the seat belt, and then the kind of a sudden fallout can also be managed through technology. All those features got inbuilt, and this is what the outcome which has come out of such ideation process. So while designing this solution, we need to have a real time experience what exactly is the change which is required, and then need to have a sustainability in the solution, and of course utilize the knowledge and sensitivity towards the community. So it should also be affordable. And community centric approach for designing the innovative solutions really come out and will be utilized by the society and will also get appreciated. So priorities for designing and deployment strategy, these are the few points which need to be monitored, and of course I won't go much into the detail, but brainstorming is required for deployment strategy, designing, development and deployment. Deployment should have a proper identification, and process of funding also need to be monitored. Nobody has a liberty of infinite funding. So whatever the little funding which we are having, we need to appropriately utilize it, and project review monitoring should be done effectively so that wherever we are going, end objective should be met from within the resources which is available, and project life cycle management is also required. So version 1, version 2, version 3, always we need to keep on updating with the kind of advancement which are happening into society. And this is what I have thought that UDAN, need to have a UDAN model implemented for any product, technology or a project which is being done through a government or non-government funding. Technology readiness level which NASA has developed and so many of our Indian institutes have also adopted. But besides just a technological advancement, the kind of a parameter which is required to be monitored is also commercial readiness level. Commercially, the solution is going to sustain or not. The kind of a technological advancement, the kind of a product which is already in existence, will it compete with this kind of a product on a technology, quality, cost aspect as well. And the third is the societal impact level. So, chair has a four legs, but we have seen the tri-leg table. So, in this tri-leg table, I consider this UDAN model as a tri-leg table. So, in tri-leg table, one of the leg is weak. What is going to be the product, technology or a project which is there on top of it? It will fall down. So that's why in this UDAN model, if we have a benchmarking done on 0 to 10 scale and 5 is the threshold limit, so each of the product, technology or a solution which we are designing for the benefit of community should meet this benchmarking threshold 5 point. And any of the point which is lacking on this need to have enough resources deployed towards at least matching the threshold thing. And wherever the intersection is happening on the three TRL, CRL and SIL, the UDAN should have a really flying. Real UDAN should happen by deploying the high value impactful societal innovation, getting it deployed, which is being utilized by the community, and the community problems are getting addressed. So that's why I have thought that let me give this model a name UDAN, and this is what which is required to be done. And now I have thought that we can spend at least 5-10 minutes on designing the impactful solution and getting your feedback. So for almost around 20-25 minutes I was speaking. Now I want to listen and want to have your experience getting it into the designing of a solution. And the kind of expectation is already mentioned and discussed on this slides. So what kind of a challenge which we should be thinking? So I have thought of two different challenges shared with Dr. Nadkarni, but I am not going to discuss that.
Do you want to there some questions before we go there?
Yeah. Yeah, we are going to have. I am going to spend exactly 5 minutes on designing of the solution. Then we are going to have the question answer as well, so that we can wrap up the entire thing by 1:15, which is the given time. And still we have 32 minutes. So enough time we have. So I am keeping my eyes on the wall clock. So I have in recent past. So let me put the problem statement in the right manner, and then let's design the what kind of issues and challenges are there, how we can design an innovative solution. So we are all about the kind of heartbreaking incidents happen in Hyderabad about the Priyanka Reddy, veterinary doctor, and the kind of tragedy happened with her, and then yesterday the kind of incident happened as a follow-up to this, and the kind of outcome which has came out. The woman's safety is really compromised here. So how we can have a product design wherein, and that what kind of a product you need to suggest, how it will be designed, and where the technology aspect, and on all this TRL, CRL and SIL aspect, where do we spend? We are standing on trial thing. You have to give the scale on 0 to 10 scale, whether it will sustain or not. So we want to design a small wallet. Generally, humans are carrying us wallets, whether it's a small, whether it's a mobile wallet, or whether it's a big bag, or you can have a product specification design. We want to have a wallet design which gives some kind of a flexibility to women to give a message that something is going to happen, and at least 4 people with whom she is connected can get an alert. So this is the problem, this is the outcome set out of it. Now it's time for you to offer your thoughts on designing of this particular solution and meeting on this Udan model, how the product is going to have a best of the technology which is available in existence, the commercial kind of a readiness level and societal impact level. So now again on this side of the table, anybody would like to share the thoughts? Yeah, please.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you not want to define the problem as saying that what product do you want to create to achieve the same outcome, instead of saying that I want to create a wallet and do your technology within the wallet? I think you're already circumscribing the options available.
Yeah, please do share. These are my thoughts. If you have any innovative...
No, why I'm asking is maybe the lady's wants to her bag, and by the time she takes it out, it may be too late.
Yeah, so this is again new development. Very good. I appreciate that. This is something, so irrespective of any kind of a limitation, the solution should be workable. So I am taking from this. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I will come here also.
Based on the same concept what he said, that by the time a person takes out either her wallet or have a phone to open up the lock and go into an app and send a message, everyone or
So need not be the phone. It should be ease of operation.
Yes.
Should be ensured. So
Many people.
yeah. So I am defining the specification
Yeah.
from your submission, and have a brief submission because we don't have too much of a time. So it can be a watch. It can be a watch. Very good. Very good. It can be a watch. So defining the specification of the product, irrespective of a wallet, it should have a flexibility, and it need not be a phone. It can be any other product. Yes. This side also you have.
Because I was also talking about a mobile phone. That lady, veterinary doctor, she had a mobile phone with her. She called her sister, and all these things happened. Still,
So irrespective of this, again the same submission. So product, let's come on a product designing. My submission is to have a product design in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
So are we in a position to do this or not? So use your thing. Yeah.
It should be available in different colors.
Sorry?
It should be available in different colors.
It should be available in different colors. Yeah.
It has to be a sandal which can make a noise.
It should be a sandal which can make a noise. Yeah. Again, we are not, see, we are going too much into the product outcome based. We are not going into the technology side. So more on a SIL. Our more submission is on SIL, societal impact level. We are not going into the commercial and TRL. So solution is not going to sustain. Yes. This side. I will come this side.
There is already one existing tool like Birla company had a tool that distress alert transmitter for Fisher Bow community.
So some innovation which is already in existence, we need to utilize it. Ma'am.
It should be user friendly irrespective of language or any barrier.
Language or any barrier. Again, we are going too much on a SIL. So we have a limited time. Somebody should come out only one technology submission. Yeah. So I will.
You should not have any requirement for Wi-Fi transmission or cellular transmission. It should be affordable, easy to make, and one of the technology we already have is the sprays. Very a capsicum otherwise sprays, which can make noise as well as disable the
But
person.
it won't give an alert to the relatives.
Therefore, people.
So somewhere we need to have a communication mode. Yes, please.
Yeah, actually there is an app already in place.
You have said no to mobile, and now you are coming out with the app now.
An app, what that app does is, the app's name is Family 360. For example, there is a family of 4. All those are connected with the app. Family member can know the other family member where exactly the location, continuously tracking how far that person is waiting or stopping, which route he has taken,
Absolutely.
what is the time, what is the battery
Absolutely.
remaining.
So real time. Let's be brief. It should have a real time monitoring on a location aspect. It should have a real time accessibility on getting what exactly is happening, and it should have an ease of operation in terms of a technological advancement. Yes, we are rightly defining the problem statement. Now, somebody need to give the solution. We have spent 3 to 4 minutes on this. Yes.
No, I would say that limiting ourselves to communicate to relators, first the immediate environment, how it can communicate.
So it should have a, besides the relative, it should have a communication with the domestic help which is required, either through police or through other means of the operations.
It should make a
It
noise.
is, yes.
It makes a noise. So there is a gadget available where if you are with it, you just press it. It makes such a loud noise that it will immediately attract the attention of everybody
So
to that noise.
need,
And at the same time, it sends out the message already to
again.
the cops, this, and to family, all happening simultaneously.
so either, I would just tweak your submission, either it should make a noise or give some alert to the nearby
Why
person,
is it or? It can be and.
and also, let's make it end. I don't have a restriction. I want to be more broad. By putting end, it is limiting. So either sound or any other thing, which ultimately we want to give an alert to the nearby person who is going to help us. And how we can do this? Now again, we are spending too much time on defining this. So no submission on the solution design. Anybody would like to make an attempt in designing the solution?
So a button on a bangle or something which
Bracelet.
is or a bracelet
Wonderful,
which
wonderful. Something on
makes a noise and
Appreciate.
as well as automatically it's connected to your mobile
Yes.
and it sends the message.
perfectly. Some button-like thing, some watch or some mobile or irrespective of a mobile, we need something, some device. Okay,
The
yes.
question is, what is the scale, like, how many of that, like, you can provide to how many people?
That's a commercial part. Yes, it should have a commercial manufacturing, which is. But this exercise is for designing the solution. It can be an imaginary solution.
Okay.
So scale can be re-evaluated once we are coming out with the prototype. But let's have a 10 minutes exercise on designing a safety device. Yeah.
It should sense automatically because pressing some button or something to be activated by the people, the person. Because many times it happens in that distance we don't want to act anymore.
So now on an actual designing, only one submission to technology. Birla has a technology, sir. I will come to you. Yeah, this side you have raised there.
It could be on a variable. It could be on
Variable,
dress,
yes, yes.
Because normally
Anyway,
everyone
anyway.
will have a dress. The
So,
lady may not be carrying
with-
bangles or this.
Without limiting
Yes.
the utilization, should have a more in a ease of operations. Wonderful. Yeah, sir.
The person should get a feedback that the transmission has been successful.
Yeah, okay, okay. Person should get the feedback. So, this is really, I have also not thought on this. Yeah, ma'am, you have also raised the hand. Would you like to make a submission? Oh, okay, yes. This side.
Yes, I would like to make a suggestion that in that device,
Huh?
there should be some weapons. So by that time the people reaches for guns.
Yes,
That should also be-
something which can be utilized by that person who is going to wear this.
I don't have it with
Again, we see.
but I feel like the commander training should be given.
Yeah. Okay, I buy this argument. Yes. But again, my objective is to design the solution.
So here's already a gadget, a
Yes.
distance companion, which is already there in the market.
So,
Where the moment someone does something, tada, it goes onto your mobile, it goes to your home, it goes to the cops, and it makes such a loud noise that it frightens away the guy because he's not, he thinks the woman will stay quiet. But when this huge loud noise that attracts the attention of passers-by,
exactly.
immediately frightens the guy enough to move out of the scene.
So wonderful, sir. Thank you for making a submission. What exactly the kind of a product which is existing in the market. So CRL, at least one submission on CRL, one submission on TRL, so many submission on SIL. So still we are not going to have a sustainable product design for this. Yes.
One quick thing, I don't know where exactly it fits, but it should be easily distinguishable. Distinctive. It should not be, camouflage, because we have CCTVs and we put a board that the CCTV is in operation. What that thing happens is that prevents a person to initiate his thought or even to take action.
So it should have enough flexibility and it can be operated in
It should
in a normal
motivate the
course.
person in the first place. It should
Sir,
not-
again, so much of a SIL. Anybody has a CRL or TRL solution?
So one very,
Please.
very, very cheap.
And now enough of a SIL is
Yeah,
defined.
so I'm just.
Sorry,
So,
I have a,
One by one, sir, sorry.
I have a small video, if you can look at it, somebody has already developed in My Hero. There is the name of the device, this wearable device, you put on, the moment you feel something, it makes a sound, automatically numbers are sent to police and everybody.
Yes.
And so this is 2 minutes
Certainly.
video.
No, I have got. So it should have a necklace kind of a thing. If somebody is
Pulling
it,
is a sound.
it will have a sound, it will have a alert which has been done, and person will also come to know.
Everybody and,
Yes, so all your, sir,
video also. It will start video.
Start video also.
Video also.
Transmission, video transmission will also happen. So wonderful. One technology which is in existence, which can be utilized. So on TRL, CRL also it is making the submission. Yeah, any solution which you have also raised the hand.
TRL side, we already have the electronic locks on the cars.
Yes.
So those technology also could be used.
So, of course, yes. Locks, ma'am,
So 40 years ago, my mother would travel by a bus, and because she was a science student, all she carried in her hand was a scalpel or the needle, and nobody would touch. So that's like a technology-free solution.
something on through which she can also make use of this kind of a device
The weapon was...
to utilize it for her own safety.
Yes.
Yes. So now I'm compiling all the feedbacks which has been given by this audience, and again buying on having a necklace is something which is which can again be in a decent size, and it should have a nice lucrative kind of a show outfit. And it should have a color also. Different color can also be changed. So somebody has also made a submission in a different colors. And once this is something which has been ease of operation also, so person will also come to know. I buy sir's argument that it should have a, irrespective of a mobile or anything, any kind of a technology, but it should give an alert to 4 of her relative and the nearby police, and it should have make enough sound so that other people can also listen. And secondly, in addition to this, through Bluetooth or any other, now airdrop kind of a forcibly I can send the SMS, WhatsApp alert to the nearby 500 meters mobile which are already connected with the network. So the person will come to know. So as soon as this is getting the threat which is there, जैसे ही वो टूटता है, it should give an alert to the nearby 500 meter mobile devices.
It should have emergency protocol. So
it should have an emergency protocol. Secondly, yes, it should also start video transmitting. So some camera should also get connected anywhere in the person's body, or it may be there inbuilt with this. So something which is pulled out, it will start making a noise, start transmitting the video to all those 4 individuals and the nearby police station as well. So this is something of wearable device. It can start transmitting, and in less than around 40 minutes, we have designed a useful solution. So if we can do this collectively in 14 minutes, what if we utilize our efforts in designing such solution and deploying such solution which can benefit to the community?
When should we apply for funding?
Again, that goes into the development part, and yes, we need to prepare a DPR for getting this development done. But yes, rightly understood the problem, and ultimately few submission on TRL and CRL has made it a sustainable model, and it is fitting into this UDAN intersect. So this is what?
Now try to devise the other way around. The attackers, what type of technology they would use?
Again, on attackers, yes. For self-submission, somebody has also made a submission that red chili spray or something like that. So, of course, still if he or she is feeling some threat, then this locket can at least spray some either red chili extract or something on those. So the person cannot come close to the individual. So this is something, yes, we can have again the pros and cons on this, but the kind of a submission is we need a solution. We need to understand the SIL, need to understand the commercial readiness level, need to understand where the technology is available, what kind of a technology is available, and then utilize this skill towards ideate. Everybody has utilized their skill, done the ideation. Now for development, we need to have a DPR and need to deploy and test. But again, transformation can only happen if we complete the entire cycle. And that's what which is required. And this is what we have thought, that it is required to follow the entire process. And grooming, development, piloting and growth and outcome need to be balanced over any problem solution, problem which we want to address through the innovative solution. And of course, through in this ACIC program, we have thought that Jugaad innovations happen as an experimental or accidental innovation, I can say that. Those are not designed, those are not having such a learned crowd to design the problem statement, to address it from the Udan model. But yes, it happens accidentally, but this accident is a positive accident. Need to have a channelize the energy in right spirit, right know-how, need to put it in place. So those, even in community, we have so much of polytechnics, IITs. The ITI students are really, they are working on shop floor. Their energy need to be channelized towards designing a solution. And we are all aware about the kind of joke which was there. Or it might be a real-time incident which has happened. That person is charging $100 for just making an impact on the device, and that is giving the solution. But $1 is for making the impact, $99 is where and how and with how much force the impact is to be done. So that $99 is for the intellect which these peoples are having. So again, need to utilize this intellect. Frugal innovations are happening, but need to have the right energy, right spirit. Of course, I have kept the ATL kind of a slide which is there, how the innovation journey is happening through Atal Innovation Mission. But Atal Tinkering Lab is one of the programs which has made impact in the country towards creating the awareness, promotion, and towards science and technology, innovative, the impactful designing of the solution. And of course, the industry on a rural aspect, cottage industry is there, craft sector is also there, artisan is also there. How we can create the really insightful solution which can be utilized by the community, which can generate the revenue for them, whether it's a rural or urban community. Ultimately, advancement need to be done in offering them a better livelihood. And yeah, so this is what I have thought, that still we have 8 minutes. Any questions?
Yeah. So I have a couple of.
Just a minute. Let's have one by one. One question from this side, one question from this side. Yes, you have raised a hand first.
So the issue is that when you're looking at this innovation model, I sense it is so system driven. And when you look at a very system driven process, a lot of the innovation that comes out of a lightness. So if you look at the 3M model, when they came out with innovation, if you look at several companies, they really try to de-emphasize the systemic process, because sometimes that really kills the innovation. So that's one process. And the second thing is, I'm wondering from the other point of view, there are many people who have the skill to ideate, but don't necessarily have the skill to take it through the entire cycle, because it takes different mindsets and resources to do so. So have you created a mechanism for a plug-in? So if someone has an ideation process, you have a way to recognize that and say plug in. You may not be able to take it to the next stage, but there's someone else who's able to do that, and so we get it together. I just want to understand it.
So you have two things. First one, you have, I think, club with the ideation and the innovation. So ideations are happening accidentally, and those ideation in some way of a kind of a proof of concept is getting it realized. It is not exactly the innovation. Innovation is deployment of a some way of invention for the commercial use. Till it reaches to the commercial use, we can't term it as an innovation. 3M or whatever the example which you have said, those are accidental inventions which were happened, but they were also required to make it a sustainable and utilization by the society, and somewhere the technological grooming were also happened. So the thing which Udan, which I have presented, is out of entire study. And then now second question was the aim, how AIM or any other agency can nurture this kind of a ideation thing. So perfectly, I have skipped that slide of ideation cycle which addresses this. So at various level, really we need to encourage the ideation out, whatever the idea which is getting generated. I don't claim that each idea will address the challenge, but out of n number of ideas, at least some idea will see the light of a proof of concept. Again, from filtering, just 1 minute, sir. Filtering, it's like a funnel approach. So everything will not get funnel out, but those who will get a funnel out should really serve the community. So that's a mission.
The issue which you says that you said that what happens next. So let me tell you one example about government's program of Ignite. You know, in Ignite, 6 lakh schools are addressed and ideas are invited. This year there were 70,000 ideas which came, and last week, and every year the president awards them in Rashtrapati Bhavan. And this year, former president Bharat Mukherjee, he came and gave awards. So out of those 60,000, about 25 ideas were funneled down and they were awarded. Now, children give ideas, but they don't have technical know-how. So those ideas are sent to IITs and all that, and IITs work on those ideas. They develop prototype in 1 month, and they come with prototype when awards are given in President House. So every year this has been happening in the last 10 years, and for next year's call is already out.
Sir, now I would like to make another advancement which has happened this year. So sir has made a submission on what has happened in last 10 years journey in a 1 minute. This year also on Children's Day, 8 projects were demonstrated in Rashtrapati Bhavan, wherein entire ideation part has been done by these school-going kids. Entire proof of concept part has already been done by the school-going kids. Entire prototype has been developed in consultation with their mentor, and such prototype were demonstrated in Rashtrapati Bhavan. So out of 50,000 students, 24 best students got selected in series of screening in Atal Tinkering Lab Marathon, and this ATL Marathon has come out well. So I was purposefully trying to avoid whatever we are doing is best, I don't claim, but yes, this is something which is happening in the country. Now I beg to differ from sir on 2 submissions. These students are not only designing their prototype, they are establishing their startups at this age. At the age of a class 7, 8, 9 years age, their submission, they are designing, not only designing, they are developing, they are complete solution they are offering, and they are starting their own startups also. So that has no journey, no binding on an age. at the age of 65 years, one IIT lady professor is establishing her startup offering an innovative, most advanced solution to the community through her startup in Atal Innovation Centre program. So these are some real-time examples. Yeah, one or two questions from this side also, so I should not be injustice on
We've taken up the previous example of the gadget. I have two daughters. Let me tell you, if this is the way in which safety products are designed, I would start questioning, are we even thinking of the problem completely?
Yes.
Is it? I mean, am I, as a girl, am I going to give this gadget to my daughter and tell her you wear it and you're going to be safe?
Yes, again on ideation, complete.
No, sir, it is not.
So completely question.
It's not. I think the question is, we also need to understand. And why I'm talking about it is because we need to know how do we innovate, create products. What is the premise that we follow? So if for a product like this, if the entire responsibility of safety is going to be on a girl and she is going to have these multiple gadgets, she presses one and something else happens. And
let's not extrapolate. I beg to have a submission. Let's not extrapolate the exercise which we have done. That was purely an academic exercise.
No, sir.
To make,
even if it's
then please, let me make it. I am also a sensible citizen of this country, and I beg to differ on your opinion. So don't extrapolate what has been done as an academic exercise.
So it is not.
When
we even do an academic exercise,
see,
understanding,
it is
we cannot trivialize the issue. See, even if it's an academic exercise, what we have considered is we have considered a very standardized.
I agree with you. I don't differ myself from your views. But see, this issue has rightly made a submission on the slides which are presented here. So we should not go out of this discussion and extrapolate the thing. At least people got an awareness about designing is required. Innovation, how to design the innovation. What exactly is the trial table? So just limit it to that only. I make a submission on your thing as well. But let's not go into any kind of a discussion and debate. Let's restrict ourselves for this presentation only. This exercise is not submitting this presentation. Let's. So we are already. Sir, we have already passed 1:50. Should we continue the question answer session or? So it is up to you. Yeah, please.
We're talking about Jugaad. I mean, everywhere. It's become a slang word today. हर कोई use करता है यार क्या हो गया जुगाड़ कर दे. I think we all have Jugaad as a very great tool with us. The only fact is that we have not made it very formal. Your Jugaad gives you a flexibility of innovation because it doesn't restricts okay, you go system way. It allows you. And I think it's a time for all of us, everyone, to come together, make a steps of Jugaad. Maybe later the world will learn innovation from us with the Jugaad technique.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yes.
So
that's why we
make Jugaad as a very formal. Yes, thank you.